Hey, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a really exciting pick a card reading to explore your celebrity crush. And what we're going to do, how would that celebrity crush think of you and what would happen if you had a potential relationship? So we're going to kind of jump into that scenario that if you were in a potential relationship with them, how they would think of you, how they would feel. And I do have a more extended reading available on my Etsy. If you guys want a personal reading, we are doing the pick a pile for the energy here. I've broken it down to 5 questions and look into different areas, being their attraction to you, any obstacles, any opportunities, and what kind of emotional connection you have, and then an outcome. But the personal reading that is on Etsy actually offers about 4 more sections. But right now we're going to I'm going to introduce these 3 piles, and then I want you to pick one that you feel most comfortable with, what you're drawn to. And then we'll dive in, and you can click over to your pile and watch that. So we got here pile 1. I got the oracle card here of a shooting star. This oracle card right here symbolizes wishes that are granted to you. I'm having a hard time focusing on here. And it's wishes granted, passion, rarity, luck, dynamic energy. So this is what we have for pile 1. And I already pulled all the cards, and they are underneath of it for the reading, so we can save some time later. So pile 2, we have the white rabbit. And this card is signifying sparks of curiosity, some spiritual awakening, and just jumping down the rabbit hole. If that one is you feeling called to pile 2, you can go by number. You could use the oracle cards. You could use the messages, whatever you are using your intuition, what you feel that you need to do. Now, pile 3 is represented by a person of air. And this star stands for people that are mentalists. They're witty and they're eloquent in their speech. And it could mean that you or your celebrity crush are an air sign. Don't let that deter you if you're not, if you're feeling really drawn to pile 3. But it could point to some of you that either you or your crush is an air sign. And those air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, we'll give you a little bit of time here. And go ahead, and then I will see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1. We got our shooting stars here. So, pile 1. You chose this shooting star, and it's symbolizing wishes granted, passion, that luck, rarity, a dynamic energy here. So you either embody that, or your person embodies that, your crush embodies it, or you just, this is a wish for you, and you want your wish granted. So you want it granted, you want to feel that passion, and we're just going to jump in here with that, and we'll put this up a little bit there. And there's not enough room for me to lay out all my cards. I'm getting a new setup, so I'm just going to pull out what's needed for each question. So the first one that I've pulled cards for is looking into how your crush, your celebrity crush, and this could be done for a regular crush too, but the celebrity crush is kind of it's a fun reading. What they would find attractive about you. And we have the 10 of Cups here. That's such a happy, it's a happy family there that shows there. And the 8 of Cups. Now, cups are about emotion cards. So what I'm getting with these 2 cards here and their attraction, I'm getting that your celebrity crush, they're going to admire your ability to create an emotionally fulfilling and harmony. That you have a way, that you're a very emotional person, and you have a way to create a harmonic atmosphere in your life. You have this rare quality within you, and you find joy and satisfaction in life and just the little things. And they're going to be really attracted to that. It makes you very appealing. And I'm also getting that you have a willingness to leave behind things that don't serve you anymore, things that are no longer serving you. So you could just go towards what you seek, a greater happiness that you seek in life. And being able to not hold on to the past or hold on bad things and discarding that is a very incredibly attractive thing to your crush. And I see them, that's that part of your personality that they'd be really attracted to. So the next one, we're going to look into obstacles. Every relationship has obstacles. And so we're not here just to talk about the bad stuff. We're going to talk about any potential obstacles and how to, get, through them. So we have here the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So they're saying that some obstacles that could, sorry, I'm listening to the spirit here. So the obstacle here is that you would have to be patient with your crush, and they may need some time for reflection, periods of reflection, and they struggle with approaching relationships with a slow progress, and they need periods of time for self where they got to rest and recuperate it. And you could find the waiting period challenging, and this need for a downtime could be a barrier, or you could realize that it's not nothing, don't overthink of it. It's nothing worse. Hearing this reading and knowing that, that this is what they need emotionally to come back better, and just knowing that ahead of time could make that barrier a lot easier to tackle and navigate through. So next, we got the opportunities in this connection. I kind of want to put this so we're seeing them all here. Just trying to find the best layout. Not these two are together for the first one. So we'll do this, and then we'll do this for the obstacles here for number 2. That way I can fit them all in. So, and the next one that we have, we're going to look at a couple cards here that we got. And this is for the opportunities that are going to be in your connection, your possible connection. And we have the Death card here and the Six of Swords. So what this is doing here, that's not always bad. It's about it could be the death of something old and the start of something new. So you got to bring a death to the old to bring in new. So this is what I'm getting told here. Your opportunities in this connection with your celebrity crush. Yeah. I'm getting transformation. Yeah. And then the Six of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Cords, I was trying to say. I feel very tongue-tied right now. Maybe that was another obstacle that I'm just carrying through. Sometimes Spirit has a way of doing that. Could be communication could be an obstacle too here. So Six of Swords talks about, and it pairs really well with this Death card as an opportunity, because it's leaving behind troubled waters and going to more calmer time. So you're leaving behind something that doesn't serve you no more and going into something good, something better, something more calmer, something more stable. And then if this death over here, so this person's leaving them behind and going into a rebirth, a new era. So what I'm seeing here, the opportunity in this connection is there's going to be a lot of change. And Spirit says to embrace this change. And you're also going to need to get a new perspective. And in looking at things from a different perspective is going to open doors in this connection. And that could open doors for meaningful interactions between you two, between you and your celebrity crush. And doing so, they would appreciate this ability for you to transform and navigate through these transitions. They are thinking that you'd be pretty like a powerful person being able to leave behind. And that showed up in the attracted. Ironically, that showed up in the attraction factor also. So that attraction, that what they're attracted to, this ability to leave behind the past and grow from the past, grow from the hard times, is very attractive and very appealing to them. So those are the opportunities that you would have in your connection. Next, we're going to look at this emotional connection that you and your celebrity crush would have with each other. And we have the Judgment card here. And then we also have the Nine of Cups. So what I'm getting for this, that this connection is transformative. It's coming up again. There's a lot of change in this connection. And Spirit's showing me something deep. I'm getting a suggestion here of a deep, transformative connection. And within that transformation, it has this ability to bring forth a emotional fulfillment in your life. Such as, like, I get the message that this relationship could be a significant turning point. And it would bring both of you, not just one or the other, just bring both of you a sense of inner joy or inner satisfaction and joy to your life. And it would be a good turning point in your life. And now we're just going to finally go for the outcome. What would be the potential outcome here? And I get the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So let me get a close-up of each of these cards. I like to show the visuals here. I love these cards, little gold edges. I always use them in most of my readings. I have so many decks that have such great artwork, but I'm so addicted to these cards. So what I get here for your outcome, I get a future of working hard. You're going to be the hard work, working hard, and this dedication. I'm getting the message here, the outcome. If both of you are willing to put an effort into this connection and transform in the way that you need to, that this connection could grow into something really powerful, really inspiring. Yeah, this has a lot of potential to change your life, both your lives, and turn into something pretty powerful. But both of you would have to be willing to put in that effort, that hard work, and that dedication to make those changes in your life. But powerful, inspiring, I mean, those are really strong words. It really could turn into something great. And that pretty much wraps it up, and that's what I'm getting. Pile 1, I want to thank you. But also remember, if you want a deeper dive, I'll get into it a little bit more. Each of the questions that I answered in here, I go into a little bit more depth, and it's personal to you and your chosen crush. Send me their information. And I have a link down in my bio for my Etsy. And they're, it's extended. It goes into 9 different areas. Each area is a little bit longer than this one was. And also, I would appreciate it if you love this. If this resonated, please like and subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more of these readings. I have a lot of fun different readings on Etsy, and I want to kind of showcase what they are. And we're going to offer them free here for our pick a pile. I always enjoyed them myself. I love going on here and, with other readers and doing it for myself. So I wanted to offer these for you. And love and light. And I'm going to end this and go on to pile 2. Welcome, pile 2. Welcome, white rabbits. My white rabbits. You chose the white rabbit. And this is symbolizing a spark of curiosity and jumping down that rabbit hole. It sounds a little scary, but I'm kind of curious too. That Alice in Wonderland vibe I'm getting. You got to go down that rabbit hole in a fantasy. And then it's also a spiritual awakening. So this might turn into something pretty deep here. So let's go ahead and look into what your celebrity crush would think of you in a potential relationship that you guys are in. I don't have a whole lot of room to spread them all out ahead of time. I did draw ahead. So I'm just going to hold them up on each question and we'll talk about them. So first, we're going to look into what they would find attractive about you. What qualities would you have that they find attractive? And I am getting the Seven of Swords. I'm going to show these visuals here. And I'm getting the Eight of Wands. So I see here, just give me a minute. Okay. I'm getting you're witty. You got a sharp mind and a really good ability to communicate effectively. And they admire that. They would be very attracted to your mind, to your wit, and how you talk. And I get that they also find you exciting. They'd bring some excitement to their life and intrigue. Like they'd be very intrigued. You'd be somebody like different than who they normally have in their life. So you kind of like are always keeping things different and interesting and keeping it going, and they're intrigued with this. But it's also, I get the sense of not knowing anybody like you, and they're highly, highly attracted to that. Sorry, I'm going to take a drink here. Okay, I go ahead and put these over here. So now we're going to look at any obstacles, if we have any potential obstacles in this connection. And I'm getting the Ten of Pentacles here. And also the High Priestess. So these two cards together, combining these two cards together and the obstacles here. What do Spirit have to say too? The obstacle, okay, it's gonna, there's a high emphasis on material stability, and I'm getting this from your crush. They want to have a legacy. They want to have a wealth legacy, but sometimes may struggle with the spiritual depth. So an obstacle here in this connection would be trying to balance material and spirit, their spiritual depth, and that could be challenging. I get that you will be more enlightened on the spiritual side, and they are going to be struggling with understanding that deeper, more intuitive aspects of your nature. And it could create a barrier if it's too much emphasis on that fully connecting. And I also get that this right here is also what they find intriguing in the last attraction question. They don't know anybody. Your ideas, your spiritual ideas are going to be an eye-opener for them. And they love it, and they're intrigued with it. But I get here if it's too heavy, if it's too much, if you go too far with it, too heavy, like keep it light, like give some ideas, but don't dwell or push on it, or force it. Just kind of share it in a lighter, funner way would be more beneficial, because if you come at it strong and it's too much, it could create a barrier for them to fully connect, because they don't really get it. They're just not as spiritually evolved. Like, you are an older soul than they are, and we're all, and it's okay. It's all right, because we're all on our own journeys here. You know, we are all at different levels, and I know that you will know that, because I see you more advanced on your spiritual journey, and you'll understand that aspect of it. But this is just a little warning that could be an obstacle. So tread lightly, kind of read the room. You know, if they're kind of like pulling back because of it, then, you know, just, you know, to like step back from that a little bit, sharing things. So now we're going to get the opportunities. And the opportunities I got here, it's the Fool card and the Queen of Wands. I was trying to turn her upside down here. I didn't mean to. She was I read all of them right side up, so that's what we're doing here. So the Fool and the Queen of Wands. And this is going into, the Fool's always about new beginnings, and the Queen of Wands, passionate. She's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and they're passionate and creative. So this, I gotta get my additional thoughts from Spirit here. The advice here, this opportunity, is to take that Fool, that leap of faith, and embrace some spontaneity in this connection. And if you take that leap of faith, you don't question it, you just go for it and embrace spontaneity. Like, let's say they come in and they'd be like, let's travel here tomorrow. And if you're embracing that, or let's go something exciting, skydiving. It doesn't have to be that. I went all out on that one. If you embrace this and just do that, it could really lead to meaningful experiences with your celebrity crush, and they'd really appreciate it because I see them liking to have fun, liking to do things, and liking to do things the spur of the moment on a whim. They want that excitement and passionate, and they want you to follow with them. So following with them would open the doors and create more opportunities for each of you to connect on a deeper level. Now, your emotional connection with your crush. Your emotional connection with your crush. Sorry, one of my last of my 2 cards for the outcome, one of them tried to run away from me, so I had to get it back. So for your emotional connection with your crush, we got the Wheel of Fortune. That's a good card, and we have the Page of Pentacles. We're gonna go quicker or closer. And Page of Pentacles. So, the emotional connection here is about growth and changes in life. You both actually, even though I said that you're more advanced, you both have the opportunity to grow here and bring changes into your life. There's going to be some learning and development within both of you. You're going to take a path together of learning and growing and develop. And there's something about this connection that feels destined, like a meant to be. So I see that your spirits are aligned. You're coming in. You're coming in to help them learn some things and develop. But I don't. That obstacle shows up here too, because even though you're coming in here and helping them, and so you're going to have that energy, and you want to help them, you want them to grow. But you just got to be careful to force too much, because nobody wants, that teacher that's over them going, no, grow. It can't feel like you're forcing them to learn. Everybody has to grow in their own time. But that's kind of what you're here for. So you just have to be careful and watching that energy, because it could come naturally to do it, because you're here to help them grow. And that, I think, is part of also your lesson here too, to hold back. And not push that growth onto somebody, and realize that everybody does, and you do get that. It's just kind of like a reminder that everybody grows their own pace, because it's that energy is almost gonna make you automatically want to do that, want to have them grow, want to have them learn and grow, and you would, without even thinking about it, it would just happen. Like, you'd naturally just do that. So it's just mindful to watch out for that. And then we get the outcome, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And then we also have the Five of Wands. So I do also, there is conflict showing up here. I'm going to get that out of the way. But also new beginnings. There is a chance here. It says that for a new beginning, a new stable relationship, something that's fruit. You're planting seeds, something that's going to be, you're planting seeds for something that's stable, something that's solid. But to get there, for those fruits, for it to bear fruit, for it to grow, you're going to have to go through some competitive or challenging situations that may come up. Again, with the obstacles, I think I've been sensing that here. Spiritual connections are sometimes a little bit harder, a little bit harder than other things, because we come into everybody's life to learn and grow. And sometimes those lessons are not easy. So this is a spiritual connection that you have with your crush. So growth and learning would take place. So getting through those challenges will be imperative. But if they do, then there is a really great outcome for something that's very stable and would bear both of you fruit. It would improve both of your lives, especially even in a monetary sense, and a stable future. So also, this is pretty much wrapping it up. I do want to say thank you, Pile 2, love and light. But I also want you to remember, I have available in my Etsy shop these Celebrity Crush readings, and I did 5 questions here. We have 9 areas, or 5 areas here. We have 9 areas in that reading, and I get a little bit deeper into each reading. So into the outcome, it's going to be a little bit more. There's a more insight into it. I did it briefly here for this video. So if you want that deeper dive into your potential relationship with your crush, and these are going to be made to order, so it would be for you and your crush that you let me know. Go ahead. There's a link in my bio if you want it. No pressure. If this reading is good right here, if this is what you liked, that's great. I wanted to offer. I want to have the ability to give what everybody wants and needs. If this is what you want here, these free readings that can give you this insight. But if you do desire more, just feel free to come visit me. And I also, if you enjoyed this, if you resonated with this today, please like and subscribe. I'm planning on getting more insight out. I want to go through I have a lot of fun readings on Etsy. I like to provide something different with pre-designed questions, along with, ones that you can ask yourself, but just to be fun and a little bit different. So I'd like to get them on here and give these little readings here for everybody that wants to do these pick-a piles, because I enjoy them. I like to go and watch other readers, and I love picking my piles and seeing what it has in store for me. So with that, love and light to you, Pile 2, and I wish you the best of luck. All right, Pile 3, we're going to bring you in here. Let's bring you in, Pile 3. So, you have chosen this person of air, and that symbolizes mentalist, being witty, eloquent in their speech. And we're going to take a look in here on what your celebrity crush would think about you in this potential relationship. Also, you may have been drawn to this because you or your celebrity crush is an air sign, which is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. If you're not, that's not mandatory. It could be that your person is just witty and they're an eloquent person. Or it could be that Spirit says, hey, you need to pick Pile 3 because your message is in there. You never know. For whatever reason you were drawn, if this resonates, this is where you need to be. This is where you should be. So first, let's get it out the way. I don't have a whole lot of space here to put all these cards out. So I'm going to do it one at a time, a question at a time. I've drawn 2 cards for the situation. And the first one is what your celebrity crush would find attractive about you. And what we get here is the 9 of Pentacles. And we got the 2 of Wands. I'm getting that your celebrity crush is really going to like your independence. You are independent. They're going to notice your independence. And you have some vision for the future. And not only the vision, but this ability to plan that vision into reality. Ability to manifest this vision you have for the future and plan and do the right steps to get there. You're very self-sufficient. And you're very elegant. I get they are attracted to your elegance. Your demeanor is kind of very elegant. I keep getting that word over and over. Elegant, elegant, elegant. And these qualities are what they're going to find very appealing with you or in you. I'm going to look at the obstacles. Sorry, I just had to get a quick drink of water here. Now, when we look at the obstacles, what we have coming in here, we got the Devil card. And the Three of Swords. And these are some cards that have that energy of being an obstacle. So let's go ahead. All right, so I'm getting either you or your celebrity crush have been hurt in the past. Or hurt several times. There's some pattern, there's some toxic pattern from the past that's happened. It's happened over and over. And it's hurt you or your crush, one or both. So this relationships is going to bring forward these fears and these past pains. And it's going to be crucial for you or your celebrity crush to get through these in order to go through into a healthier relationship. We cannot let those fears get in the way of forming something good. And that would be the major obstacle. It could be, it could be if the fears are within you, let's just say the fears are within you, which could relate to some of the people that are picking pile 3 and then others not. Something could happen and it's already nerve-wracking to be with a celebrity, and we sometimes when things are nerve-wracking we can overthink. So it could be something that they can't contact you for a certain amount of time. They're on a shoot or they're doing something that's very they're busy, or they're traveling, or they're away, and then your mind just overthinks and you put forward your worst fears. In turn makes you react negatively to them about that, or not believe totally. And that fear, even if you don't come at them in an angry way or accusatory way, the fears could just be planted in your head. And when you plant little seeds of these fears and doubts, they tend to grow. And what I'm getting here is it's not right. It's not going to be right. Like these fears and these past pains that are coming forward it would come in and try to ruin the connection, and it's not based on what's really happening. It'd be more like an illusion. So you just have to be mindful of anything that you are overcoming, or maybe your person is overcoming it. Your celebrity crush is overcoming their own. We all are on our own journey. We all have past pains and hurts. And just be mindful of it, and just, I guess, take a look at your reactions and their reactions and try to understand where they're coming from. And if they're coming from something that's toxic, work on them together. Explain it. It's all right to be honest and let them know, hey, I do feel this kind of way. I do recognize I do have these pains and hurts. How can we get through this? How can we make it better? How can we make it more comfortable for me? Here's my boundaries. Or if they're doing some toxic pattern, say, are you all right? Help them get to the bottom of that. So let's jump into some opportunities we have here in this celebrity crush connection. And we are getting the 10 of Wands here. And also the 6 of Cups. Your opportunities. I get releasing burdens. So releasing actually these fears. Your opportunity is to be able to release these fears. To release these fears that are holding you back, or him or her, your celebrity crush. Release those fears. And your opportunities, you'd find joy and nostalgia memory. Like or create new comforting experiences to replace the painful past. Like new memories come in and take place of these painful past memories. And here's this opportunity to, and I said earlier, helping your person, or them helping you, or you're sharing your memories, sharing your past pains, and relieving stress in your connection would actually help you create a stronger bond. I like it that it's coming here and confirming what I was picking up earlier, how to get over those obstacles. And pretty much we can turn those obstacles that came up earlier into opportunities for growth. Spirit's confirming that. All right, for our emotional connection here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. We got her up here. And we also have the Knight of Wands. So this emotional connection that you guys would share would be nurturing. The Queen brings in something nurturing. And that Knight's bringing in some passion. I'm being shown here that you guys could provide each other stability in your emotions to be comfortable. And this dynamic would be very balanced because you'd also have the ability to cause some excitement, but not so much excitement that it would threaten your comfort levels or your stability. So, but just enough. So this emotional connection you guys do have is a very, very good balance of stability and excitement. And that is a good thing to have. Finally, the last thing we look out is the outcome. And for the outcome, I am getting another passion card, and actually the beginning of passion. So we got the Ace of Wands here. Fire. And then we also have the Emperor. The outcome, the potential outcome, the energy surrounding a potential relationship and the potential outcome indicates something pretty powerful and dynamic, that you guys could create a powerful, dynamic future. There's potential here for a strong relationship, something powerful. And this potential relationship, this outcome, this future is just filled with like passion, energy, and creativity. You guys will inspire some creative processes, creative ideas within each other, and the passionate energy to go after your dreams and your passions. They may spur that within you too, to go after your, excitement for your dreams and passions, and you'll find creativity within each other, and it will just kind of like you light each other's fires up. And that is a good outcome, you guys. Yeah. So that's what we looked into for here for pile 3. I want to say thank you, pile 3. Also remember, and I got a link in the bio for my Etsy. I do offer a deeper dive into a celebrity crush reading for personal. It'll be personal, and it's based on your celebrity crush, the person you give me, and you. And it goes into 9 areas. We went into 5 areas here. The 5 areas we went into here, they will get a little bit deeper. I provide more information. I like to provide these little pick a pile readings because they're fun, but also to get just a little bit of information here. In case you don't want the extended, so no pressure. It's if you want that extended reading. You can go check that out. And I would, I go ahead and check it out on Etsy. And if you like this, like and subscribe. I'm going to be putting up some more stuff. Love and light to you. And thank you, everybody, for joining today. I hope everyone found clarity and insight. If your pile resonated with you, great. And drop me a comment, tell me why. If it didn't, and you were kind of drawn to another pile, go check it out. Your messages may be in there. But until next time, I want you guys to stay blessed and keep shining on.